Hey guys, this is Johnny Bella, one championship fighter, and you're watching Story of the Fight.
What is
What
up,
up,
Will?
what up?
Welcome everybody to Story of the Fight. My name is my boy Will. This is where we cover all things combat sports. Today, we'll be covering one Fight Night 40. Emmetsburger versus Buntan. Also, King of the North.
King of the North.
Looking
Adrian Lee
as
is
ripped as
back.
ever, Adrian Lee. But before we do, I want to remind everybody, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It goes a long way. We're trying to reach 20,000 subscribers. We're steadily climbing. We always recommend YouTube because we do share clips, we share pictures, we reference those things as we talk about the fights. But if you don't like watching and you only like listening, there's other ways, right, Will?
Yeah, if you just want to listen, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcasts, pretty much anywhere podcasts are found, we're there. But yeah, like Ramiro said, we recommend YouTube because you get to be in the chat on the live streams. You get to see the clips we post. We get to see the pictures we show. There's just more context. It's more engaging if you're on YouTube. Like Austin, like Evie already in the chat. See, they get to be part of the show. They make the show better.
Shout out Evie.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. But yeah, if you so yeah, YouTube, anywhere podcasts are found, and then follow us on socials. It's at Story the Fight on pretty much everything: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit. If you go to storythefight.com, it'll list all of them. You can click through, hit follow, chat with us about fights. You can chat during the fights. We're always watching. It's a good time.
Always a good time. Always a good time. And it's a good time when we get to talk a lot about one. You know, I know that we cover a lot of UFC, but whenever we got a banger of a card like this one, man, we always make sure that we cover it as well. And hey, let's get right into it, Will. Why not?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We got Stella Emmetsburger versus Jackie Buntan. The rematch, right?
Number 2.
Numero
And
dos.
kickboxing this time.
Holy smoke. So it's a rematch. This one for the women's strawweight kickboxing world title. Sorry. And you mentioned this is a rematch. The first time they fought was for the Muay Thai title, was it?
Yes, and it was a fucking banger. And real quick,
Wait,
shout out to Cyrus. Shout out to
Hey,
Cyrus.
shout out
Thanks for
Cyrus.
joining.
What's up, my
What a
guy?
homie.
Hey, let me get this right. So Stella goes, fights Buntan, and it's for the Muay Thai title.
Yeah.
Takes the Muay Thai title. And then she's like, you know what? I want that belt too.
Well, she said I saw shout out to Nick. She did an interview with Nick, and she was like, "Yeah, I was fine just like defending my Muay Thai belt." And then they offered the kickboxing title fight, and I was like, "Okay, I'll do that." Why not?
Buntan's like, you're taking everything I worked for.
Yeah,
It's
brutal,
like
dude.
so brutal. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter
but
what Buntan's doing. Emmetsburger's gonna be
yeah,
there just waiting in the wings, dude. I love it.
yeah, and you know the Muay Thai fight was I think it might have been my pick for fight of the my Muay Thai fight of the year last year. But yeah, it was crazy because Stella knocked her down twice early with that. Like she threw the high kick, Jackie would lean back, slip it, and then as she's coming up, the hand came down, and she
Yes.
got clipped by those punches twice. And then from then it was like it was back and forth. But I kind of thought this fight wouldn't be as dramatic just because the big gloves, those punches might not cause knockdowns like if they were the
Like
same
the
punch.
Browns, yeah.
Yeah, and it kind of was that, but man, this fight was razor close, man. What did you think? I'll play some clips of it right now, but
It was super close. I love Buntan's her combinations, right?
Mhm.
Hemmetsburger's footwork was really good, and she was still getting really creative. Like you had mentioned how she was coming in the previous fight with the high kick, following it with the right. In this one, she would feint the right kick, and so Buntan would go up with that high guard, and then she'd step in with that uppercut.
The
Hemmetsburger would step in
uppercut.
with that uppercut, which was beautiful. So it was still like a very aggressive approach from Hemmetsburger, but very calculated as well. Almost knowing like, hey, she's gonna watch all the stuff from the previous fight. I
Mhm.
know she's gonna try to make some adjustments, so I'm just gonna have to give her different looks this time. You know?
Yeah, and I noticed not nearly as many high kicks were thrown from Stella in this one.
Mm.
It was a lot of body kicks, a lot of low kicks from both of them, but a lot of body kicks from Stella. And then I think in the fifth round, she did sneak a high kick in that cracked her as she was coming in, but she was kind of off her back foot, so she didn't have as much distance to really get the full power into it.
That's a great call,
But
Will, because going into the 5th round, you heard Hemmetsburger's corner say, "Hey, I don't want anything up top. I want
yeah,
everything to the body. I want everything low kicks, nothing to the head." So that was the
see, at
game
least
plan.
one.
Yeah,
At
yeah,
least
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah,
But Buntan showed up too, though, man. It was a good fight.
she's got hands, dude. I think this
For
fight was
boxing,
kind
yeah.
of the kicking game from Stella versus the punching combinations from Jackie, and it was really close. But I mean, kicks naturally. I think kicks are gonna score more just because, especially those body kicks. They're big, roundhouse kicks to the body like that. That's gonna score, especially when it's like knocking you out of position and stuff. Like it just has more of an effect than some of the punches that Jackie has, especially in kickboxing. Um, but man, I thought I legitimately had them alternating round by round. I thought Stella won the first, then Jackie took the second, then Stella took the third, then Jackie took the fourth, and then it was like 2-2 going into the fifth. And shout out to
That
Anonymous.
second round, man, Buntan's jab
Yeah,
really
she
started
looked
coming to
good.
life.
And then a great bounce back in the third round from
Yep.
Stella. And you mentioned the movement. I think it was the kicks of Jackie versus the punches of, or sorry, the kicks of Stella versus the punches of Jackie. But the extra layer was the ring craft from Stella. I think that was the big difference maker. Her movement was phenomenal, dude. Absolutely phenomenal. You mentioned that uppercut where she's like, all right, let me circle left. Now I'm circling right. She changes direction, and then she switch stances on the feint as she comes in, and then once she switches, she actually goes to the uppercut. I think it was the
It was
fourth round or something
beautiful,
like
dude.
that.
It was
Oh
so
my
good. I
god.
saw that and I was like, "Oh my god!" I had to go back
Yeah.
because I didn't watch it live, so I went through and watched it back. Yeah, and I just that little sequence right there, I was just like, "God, dude, her fight IQ," and I'm
Yeah.
sure the game plan too, right? Like the team must have seen something that was like, "Hey, you'll be able to slip some in like this."
Mhm.
Uh, and she even said it too in her post fight interview. She's like, "Hey, it was a fantastic game plan. I feel like it's video games sometimes out there. Like they're just telling me what the plan is. I just have to make it come to life." And I was like, "Oh, so solid, dude."
Yeah, it was really cool. And then, in typical one fashion, man, when someone wins a belt, it's cool when someone defends a belt. Obviously, it's very cool, adds to their legacy and all that stuff. But when someone wins a belt and the confetti comes down, and like, I mean, come on, now she's a double champ, two sport champ, and the
Where's she from?
confetti's down.
Austria?
Austria, yeah,
Yeah, and she had mentioned how she was the first Austrian one champ,
yeah,
and how double champ.
now double champ, and her dad's there. Her dad's like smiling but crying, and I'm like, oh, dude, this is so cool.
I
It's so
know,
cool.
man.
I feel for
I
Jackie because
know.
I really do like Jackie. She's a fun fighter. She seems cool.
She's just gotta
She's
be
been,
careful with whatever she does going forward, dude. Like she can start like a cooking show or something, and Stella would be like, "Hey, guess what?
yeah,
Your girl's starting one too,
yeah. Damn,
taking all
Austin.
your viewers."
Yeah, Austin says, as I've heard said before, maybe not a robbery, but definitely petty robbery. Jackie won this fight. I don't give a fuck. She pressured, landed the best / hardest shots, did more damage. Stella 0.5. There's an argument
Oof.
there. And it was a split decision. I think I have the scorecards in the slideshow. Rich,
Yeah.
I think it's next. Yeah, so Shane gave it to Stella. Me and Shane scored it exactly the same. They alternated each round. Um, Ricky had Stella winning, alternating each round, except for he gave a 10-10 round in round two, which is fair, I think. He was throwing out 10-10 rounds on Friday. He gave one to Nico versus Shadow, I think, too. But then Ian Cartwright, he gave it to Jackie. So, and it all came down to the fifth. It really was.
Yeah,
Uh,
and then Anonymous saying this fight was hard to score
it
for
was, dude.
Jackie. Yeah,
It was so close, man. It
it was
was
a good
really.
fight.
I
It was a
rewatched it
good fight.
again this morning just to
Oh, you did?
have it fresh again. Yeah, and
Oh, look at that picture, dude.
yeah, it's great. It's
Look at
great.
that picture. That's good stuff. All
But yeah,
right.
I don't know what's next for Stella. If she's defending this kickboxing belt next, if she's defending the Muay Thai belt next. But I mean, at this point, it's kind of off to the races. Do
Yeah.
whatever works. I know they're talking about potentially Pajija moving up. Uh, she's got a big fight though. Did they announce that? Hold on, one sec.
I don't
Let me
know.
just double check something.
What's the size difference so if Pachija does move up,
It'll be significant.
right?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So Pajija is fighting Alicia, the weight class below, right? So
Rodriguez?
yeah. So if she wins, then and there's a tie there, right? Alicia was in Stella's corner in the first Jackie fight, so they're close. And if Pajija beats Alicia, and I guess there's been whispers of her moving up potentially eventually. Pajija versus Stella would be sick, but the size difference would be significant.
It
But
would.
then you hear stories of Pajija just like rocking like dudes in camp, and like, so I mean, if anybody could do it, you know. But it's interesting.
Look,
Hey,
man.
shout out Ghost. What's up, doggy?
Hey, what's up, Ghost? Yeah, there's something to be said about size, though, right? And if you have
It
two
matters.
extremely skilled strikers like that, and one of those strikers can throw their weight around a little bit more, yeah, I still have to give it to Stella, and I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I would pick Stella most likely in that fight. Ghost says, I feel like Jackie's style only works against hyper aggressive opponents, not against opponents that slowly walk her down. Yeah, I think the movement and the ring craft was the big difference maker.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Ghost, for sure.
Because Jackie can be a bit of a wood chipper. If you walk in on Jackie, she can tune you up with like a pretty nice combination. Hey, Jester says, all right, you have my attention until the third period of the Canada Olympic hockey game is back on.
Oh,
hey, we're going to be talking about Canada in a bit here.
Winter Olympics, huh? Winter Olympics. Curling must not be on right now.
I guess people are getting hyped about the curling.
Your boy tunes in. All right. Anything else on that main event?
No.
Rich
but,
going hard.
Yeah. Hey, man,
Rich, our producer in the background. All right. We can move on then to the co-main event. We had Nico Carrillo versus Shadow, man. This is for the interim featherweight Muay Thai world title.
Yeah, Tawanchai was doing his kickboxing expedition, and then he breaks his shin, gets his shin broke by Lou. And so they're like, hey, Nico's calling for it. Hey, look, now's the time to make an interim. They were already calling for it, but now with the broken leg, you got to do it. And they oblige, and they're like Nico versus Shadow, and you're like, oh my God, what a matchup. Holy smokes. And this fight delivered, man. This was
100%. 100%. I always love watching both these guys fight because they're uber aggressive. It's always a banger, right?
Yeah.
When I was at the edge of my seat, right, first off, Shadow starts off looking really, really good that first round.
Yeah, it looked very good.
And Carrillo never backs up, though. And for me, I have been watching one for 20 years like you have, Will. But every fight that I've seen with Nico Carrillo, even when he gets rocked, like, I think Mitch said it, like, you need to put him to sleep.
Yes.
Because he has the ability to recover and bounce back. In that second round, I think it was, where Shadow catches Carrillo with that left hook. And then right away, you see Carrillo on his back foot after that. And I'm like, oh, my God, dude. Like, if Shadow pressures right now and he lands, that was it.
Dude, how do you
boom?
Oh my
right
God.
There. And then right away, he's like, oh, that stung.
Yeah.
And blood immediately. Evie must have been so excited.
Yes. And I think this was the third round. He hurt him again, Shadow. The third round was very close out, and the difference maker was, I think, when Shadow hurt him. And you got that you got a little bit of that retreat from Nico.
But the crazy thing, well, sorry to interrupt, but just
no, you're good.
He still stays super composed. Like, you see that impacted, that left hook hurt him.
Yes.
But Carrillo stays composed the entire time. And even in the third round, you start seeing his volume start upticking. I'm geez.
So that's what I wanted to say. Nico impressed me in this fight, man. He really did, because we've seen him hurt before, right? If you watch that the Nongo fight, he was hurt to the legs. If you watch the Nabil fight, obviously he was hurt up top and got finished, but then he moves up a weight class, and I think that was a big difference maker for him, because we didn't see that kind of recovery in the Nabil fight. When Nico got hurt from Nabil, he never quite recovered. And maybe that's partly because Nabil is a straight up finisher, right? But we know Shadow is too. So, but at this weight class, maybe he's less compromised and he can take those shots and he did retreat. He walked all the way back. He went from one corner all the way back to the opposite corner after the first left hook, but he was there and he used his like Anonymous says, Nico fought smarter than usual this time. That was a big difference maker too, man. Because this is the shot right here. He leaned over heavy for the liver shot, and Shadow came over the top with the left hook.
Beautiful timing.
Yeah, and as soon as he, as soon as Shadow closed the distance, you're like, oh, he's going in for the kill. He's got him in the corner. Nico wraps him up, uses his strength, and he's obviously incredibly strong. Turns him into the ropes and survives for the next 20 seconds to end the round. And like you mentioned, the third round, he hurt him again early in the third round, and it looked like, man, Shadow's now picking up steam, because I thought he probably edged the first round. It was very close, but I thought he probably edged it. Second round, he hurt him, so he took that one.
He took that one for sure.
Third round, he hurt him again early, and it's like, oh man, this is the start of the end here, maybe. But then Nico just kept walking him down. And can we go back one picture, Rich? This right here, dude. Despite getting caught leaning for this left hook to the body, he's stuck with it. He's stuck with it because Shadow's so hard, and Shadow's so hard to hit clean up top. He's so good at jamming the lane of your punches. He's so good at moving away from the punches. Like, look at him here. He's clearly moving away from Nico. So if the punch was up top, he'd be taking some of the sting off of it, right?
Yep.
He's so good at protecting his head. So what does Nico do? He just fucking bangs him anywhere he can possibly land on him. Doesn't matter if it's on the liver. This isn't on the liver. It's not the shot that you want to land specifically, but he just kept cracking. And eventually, the guard's moving down, the body's banged up, and then the next picture, Rich.
Boom.
He opens it up, dude. And this was off of a caught kick. I think it's probably coming up on this here. But this was, really the turning point in the fight. This fourth round, you could argue Shadow's up 3 rounds, and
in the fourth though, that's when Carrillo drops him, right?
Yeah. This is the fourth here. So it's got to be coming up here. I don't remember exactly when it happened, but he kept catching those kicks. He kept catching them. And if you notice, a lot of the times he's striking to the body off the caught kick, but not this time.
Yep.
And there's a knockdown.
Setting him up the entire time.
Yeah, setting him up the whole time. I thought he fought a brilliant fight, man. Checking low kicks, not just eating the low kicks.
Yep.
Ghost says what hurt Shadow, other than the body shot, was his lack of rhythm breaks. Nico could enter whenever he wanted when he had him along the boundary. Yeah, and that's one thing that Nico is really, really good at, is just backing opponents up. He doesn't just do it with footwork. He does it with footwork. He does it with his presence alone. He does it with his striking. Like, he really does a good job of backing people up and trapping them. And I thought Shadow, maybe he thought the longer this goes, the more these body kicks will add up. I think the low kick was part of the game plan from Shadow, but Nico was checking a lot of them, and that probably surprised him. And I don't think he had like a plan B, Shadow. He stuck, even when it seemed like maybe you need to finish in the 5th round. He would have openings on Nico, and he'd counter with like a body kick to the lead side, to the closed side, not the open side. You're like, dude, that's not going to do it. But I think it was just, how
does this guy make featherweight?
Bro, he used to be a weight class down.
That's right. That's insane.
Yeah. Because it says compare that with Nabil fight. Could change the cadence of the teep. Nico had a hard time entering. Yeah, I was expecting more teeps from Shadow. I know he's more of a like a big like roundhouse style kicks for the most part. But yeah, if you have someone who's gonna use presence as a weapon, teep is such a good weapon, because a good counter to that, because they're walking onto the teep. You can disrupt them. But
Austin also giving Nico a shout out for his fight IQ in this one.
Yeah, he fought well, man. He fought well. And Chester says Carrillo has a gas tank of a Prius in the body of a McLaren. I didn't slow down like I expected he would.
Very well put, Chester. Very well put.
Yeah. Pepper asked, like, "Oh, how do you guys see this fight going if it goes to the later rounds?" And I was like, Nico probably getting picked apart in rounds 4 and 5. But I was like, but at the same time, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he just continues, because like the guy's like, he's incredible. But yeah, we got the scorecards here. Shane and Ian Cartwright scored it the exact same. First 3 rounds to Shadow, 10-8 round in the 4th, obviously for the knockdown, and then a 10-9 in the 5th for Nico, which you could argue there was a knockdown in that round also.
Wow.
But they didn't call it. They called it a slip. And then Ricky had it 48-47 for Nico. He had a 10-10 round in that first round, which, again, like I said, Ricky was throwing out 10-10 rounds. But because of the draw, you see the judges chose Nico because of the knockdown. That was ultimately man, but what a great fight, dude. Nico was hurt
Amazing.
twice in 2 separate rounds. He got the big knockdown in the 4th. That front kick in the 5th, there was a sequence. I don't know if this is going to show it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it, because I noticed it when they were standing there to get the decision read. It looked like Shadow's jaw was broken. The way he was standing, I was like, I don't know if he's exhausted and he's just trying to get air in, or if his jaw's like slack because it's broken and he's just like, I don't want to hold it up. I just want to let it hang right. And there was a moment where in the 5th, Nico front kicked him right in the fucking chin, dude. It was brutal. Oh, here it is.
Okay. Oh
my God, dude. And I think, oh my God. What time was that? It was 1:21. I think it was already broken. I don't know if it was from the knockdown in the 4th. They also did confirm that it was broken. And
oh, really?
yeah, and so imagine even that front kick with a broken jaw. But right before that, they're in the corner and they separate, and Shadow kind of like takes his mouth guard out and spits, and you're like, okay, he puts it back in, and then eats the front kick right after. But the next shot showed the floor, the corner, what he spit, and there's just a pile of blood, and you're like, so I'm imagining it was broken before that front kick. I don't think it was the front kick that broke it, but could you imagine eating that with a broken jaw? I mean,
Thai fighters are just built different, dude.
They really are, man.
Tough as nails.
Yeah. Oh, it does have it.
All
Let's
right.
see. I'm gonna show it. Okay, it's gonna be slow, or quick, but you can see.
All right.
Let me go back. Look behind Shadow's leg there.
Oh,
right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
That's from him pulling his mouth
blood
out and spitting. You're like, oh my God, dude! And then he eats that front kick. It doesn't even phase him.
Well,
insane.
All right.
What a fight, though.
Props to Nico Carrillo, man.
Yeah.
Excited to see. Now he's going to be facing Tawanchai.
Well, we'll see. Tawanchai is still, his leg. He's still mending the broken leg. That's a pretty bad break on his shin. So maybe
we might see him defend again. You think before he fights Tawanchai?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, he is a Bang Tao fighter. He's you see videos of him training with Volkanovski and Hoofy before 325. And you're like, damn, Nico. I don't think we've seen the best of Nico. I think this dude's still getting better.
Oh my God,
I think so, dude.
Awesome.
Also, the Braveheart. I gotta mention the Braveheart walkout was
that was
fucking
good.
sick.
That was solid. It was solid. Anything else on the fight?
No, it fully delivered, man. This was, I think, my most anticipated as far as matchup goes on this card, and they fully delivered. What a great fight.
All right, man. We'll move on. We had King Ed versus Hu Yong.
Yeah, this was violent. And
King Ed had been taking a break before this, was it?
Yeah, and he's a bit long in the tooth, man. He's a one OG,
Yeah.
He's been doing the damn thing for a long time, and man, he started fully on the takedown. He was like, clearly this is the mission. Out grapple Hu Yong. But you could see the difference in the approach just from the first shot. He's in on the single leg, and Hu Yong is cracking him with some ground and pound, defending the takedown and big shots. Eventually, King Ed gets it, and you're like, okay, let's see what he can do on top. He ends up, he takes the back, he does some work. Not really any damage, though. And then Hu Yong, has like standing backpack, right? That position, and Hu Yong goes into the turnbuckle, smothers him, basically smashes him into the turnbuckle so that he can turn over and end up in guard. And then again, as soon as he's on top, man, just
the knees,
brutal, dude. Look at this picture.
I know, so good. I mean, not for King Ed, but dude, this is where I just always think about just knees to the grounded opponents, right? And the difference that it makes in the fight.
Such a difference.
Forces the action, forces for you to not just accept position. It's different. Oh, here we go. Showing some footage.
This clip, I think, it starts after that big first knee, but
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, just brutal, dude. And it was like 1 second left in the round, I think, when Olivier called it. But
I mean,
Jesus,
what are you gonna do, dude?
yeah. But yeah,
All right.
big win there from Hu Yong. I thought to successfully counter grapple and then get the finish with ground and pounds got to be pretty cool. Yeah.
100%, man. All right. Anything else on that one? I mean, not much to cover on that one.
Not much. I mean, that was pretty much it, but very, very cool.
All right. Was the next one that we're gonna cover Adrian Lee?
I think next
or
is
did I have him in
no, we got
the wrong order, huh?
Tynan.
That's right,
Let's
Tynan
go.
versus Takeuchi.
Dude. When they announced this, I was like, bro, these guys are either gonna swang and bang, or Ben Tynan is gonna go through this guy
Dude,
like butter.
Tynan, man, always makes me crack up. Just so goofy, dude. The tuxedo
Yeah.
shirt, the pink short shorts, the
Yeah.
the bleach blonde hair. He's just a character.
Yeah, walks out to Iron Man, dude. Come on.
That was
Fucking
solid.
Very cool. Yeah, I mean, the guy's got style, dude. He used to wear the denim, like the shorts that looked like denim shorts.
Yeah.
Now he's got the pink shorts, like you mentioned. The tuxedo muscle shirt is fucking. The whole corner's wearing them too. The tuxedo. Oh man, yeah, Tynan's great, but I mean, he looked good because he lost his last fight, and it wasn't very like eventful. Like not much happened in that fight, and that was coming off the long layoff, obviously. So he comes into this one, and you're like, okay, let's see, maybe get that one out of the way. And he mentioned he was like, yeah, I feel like my last fight, like, couldn't really do much because fighting's a give and take sometimes, right? Like your opponent has to also be willing to go in there
Yeah.
and take it to you, and that's how you create. In order to land something, you got to give something up, and it goes both ways. And he was like, in this one, Takeuchi goes out there to swing and bang. I mean, if you watch his fight with Kang Ji-won, it's like crazy. So he's like, this guy's gonna come to fight me, so let's see what I can do. And immediately he baits him with a couple shots. Takeuchi's like, oh, are we swinging and banging? And as soon as he threw one punch, dude, he was underneath it, got him with the takedown. And then I thought it was, if we go back one slide, Rich, very cool to attack with the left side, a crucifix. And then once he defends that with the right side, you step over to mount. Really sick. Really cool work.
Yeah.
Preoccupy the left side. As soon as that gets addressed, just kidding, I'm moving to my right. And then, yeah, he steps over and gets the arm triangle. Just good shit, dude.
Yeah. Once he stands up, like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Such a funny picture. Evie calling for the jorts. She misses the jorts. We need them back.
I missed the jorts, but for Valentine's Day, pink shorts with Dom Lau in the pink tuxedo jacket at the end of the fight. I don't know if you saw it, but before they did the announcement, like here, they walk up to each other and like say what's up, and then they're like pointing at each other like, we're matching. Like, like it's worth it for that,
So good.
Yeah.
Oh, and there you go, the classic Hulk Hogan shirt rip.
Yeah. And look at Dom in the background.
Just admiring him from a distance. Olivier does not seem amused.
No. Olivier's like, hey, I'm on my 5th fight, and I still got a few more to do. Let's keep it moving. But then,
all right,
they didn't give him an interview.
Yeah, what's going on?
Leaving gold on the table, dude. When you got a guy like Ben Tynan, and the marketing department knows it, they're posting about Pokemon, they're posting about all this stuff of him leading up to the fight. When you have a heavyweight that, and people forget, he's still young in this game, dude. What's Ben Tynan's record right now?
6-1.
6-1, dude. Okay, so he's still. Geez, I got to turn on dark mode, huh? He's still young in this game.
6-1.
He's still getting better. He's still learning, right?
Yeah, that's still very young for a heavyweight, especially.
Yeah, and for him to not get an interview here at a time when people are calling, like respected MMA journalists are saying, hey, should the UFC cut heavyweight? That's the state of UFC heavyweight, right? One has Rug, one has Malakin. They're both like tied right now because they're supposed to fight all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
But then you got a guy like Ben Tynan, who not only is good, but he's getting better in a time of heavyweights where people are just shitting on heavyweight as a whole. You got a guy like
Yep.
this, dude. He's a diamond in the rough. You gotta use that,
How do you think he'd do in the UFC?
I think he'd do very well, dude. You don't think this guy
Right?
smashes Marcin Tybura? Come on.
Hey, dude, take it easy on Tybura. What? How dare you
Oh,
slander his name?
yeah. Anonymous says
No, but
once
he
to
would smash
spam
him for
heavyweight
sure.
fights while the UFC is in its current state. Exactly. Now's the time when people are looking for exciting and
Good call,
good, talented
Anonymous.
heavyweights. People want that. Every time there's a heavyweight fight in the UFC, people are talking about it like it's a bathroom break. They're like, oh, now we got heavyweight slop until we get to the next fight. Champion this person. Put him on the stage. Like, they marketed him well going into the fight, but now is the time when he gets a performance like this, immediate takedown, immediate pass, immediate chokeout.
And he even points out, he walks up to the camera like, dude, look at my face.
Dude,
Nothing happened.
You
Clean.
gotta let him shine, dude. He's a
Clean.
peacock, man. You gotta let him fly.
Gotta let him fly. Shout out Austin too, saying crazy thing is him calling out Anatoly may actually lead to him being champ. With how Rug grappled him, I gotta think Ben may be a problem.
And he's only getting better. He's
Yes,
only getting better.
Anonymous, I agree. Cost is probably a robot. I'm pretty sure.
He's a robot. I'm genuinely convinced he's not real.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to
right
Olivia,
there with
bro.
you,
He's
dude.
a homie. He's a great dude.
He is a homie. All right. Anything else on Tynan?
No, but I'm excited to see. I hope they can keep this moving. Obviously,
Give
he
him
lost to
Waldo Cortez Acosta right now, dude.
Bro, he might take him down and smash him. Dude, that skill set,
awesome.
a pressure wrestler
Yes.
with a heavy top game at heavyweight is a real problem right now. How many
100%.
heavyweights can you name that are like legitimate grapplers right now?
Jalton
Not
Almeida.
many. Yeah,
but he just doesn't do anything after that. He gets cut.
Yeah.
He'll take somebody down, but he won't do anything after.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, look, the thing with Ben is he gets on top. He's there to smash you with either ground and pound or choke.
Good call.
Yeah, Darkside says, don't forget Shamil Erdogan. Yeah, I think he's a future champ too. Like, we need to just get them moving.
Keep it going.
And
every card have one good heavyweight MMA bout. Every card.
And they've been doing a decent job with that, but you gotta I think you gotta really let them shine and give them the shine, especially right now, dude. People are looking, people are hungry for good heavyweights. And one has a decent group, dude. They do, they really do. But you gotta let them shine.
Gotta let them shine. All right. Enough of Ben Tynan, dude. We're going to the people's main event. We had so many folks just clamoring for the return of Adrian Lee. He went up against Iso Jima. Adrian Lee, still only 19 years old, dude. The Phenom?
The Phenom, dude?
Come on. Come on. I was so excited for this fight, man.
Yeah, this is, I mean, we've talked about it before, but when you actually have like a relationship with some of these fighters, bro, when you watch, it's different when you watch it, dude. Like during the walkouts, I'm like, oh, here we go. Like
the butterflies and nervous feelings,
you just don't want to see one of your boys like, get hurt or drop or anything like that, right? And early in this fight, I mean, look, we know this about Adrian. Nicest guy in the world. If you haven't seen our interview with him, watch our interview. He's literally like one of the nicest people we've ever talked to. And
both interviews, we interviewed him at the event in Denver, interviewed him again.
Yes.
Just super down to earth. That entire family.
Yeah, very, very nice. And once that bell rings, he's gone.
An animal.
Dude. That Adrian is gone, dude.
This fight so aggressive. So aggressive. Sometimes to a fault.
Sometimes a little too aggressive.
Because he got clipped. He got clipped with that right. Dropped down to one knee. Right? And I was like, oh no.
But what was his response? Foot back on the gas.
I was gonna say, be more aggressive.
Yeah, dude. And it worked, dude. He smothered him. He's cracking him with these shots that he's like, these in-between position shots are landing, because when you're foot on the gas so much, it gets a little wild. And there's like people get out of position, things like that. But he's there landing in those moments. And then turns it into a firefight. And then immediately he's on the legs. He's on a takedown.
Yeah.
Dude, he's so good at mixed martial arts. Like we just talked about Ben Tynan being a very good wrestler, and he is. But Adrian is very good at mixed martial arts, and how to mix them is these in-between moments with transition, with grappling and with striking that he's so good at, man. So good. And once he got him
Yeah.
down,
Have
it's
you
a
ever
wrap.
watched that or seen that old commercial, man? It was with Kanye and Kobe. And he's
No.
like, "Hey, how many more songs can I write?" And Kobe's, "More songs." And he's like, "How many more records can my records break?" He's like, more records." And he's like, "But what are you talking about, Kobe Bryant?" Like, this is just what it makes me think about with Adrian Lee, because we talk about him being aggressive. He's like, "How much more aggressive can I get?" Just more aggressive.
Yeah.
Just everything more with Adrian Lee. And
Mhm.
then at the same time, like, how much more can I like this kid? And then you see the emotion after he wins a
Oh,
fight. I'm like, dude, I like him even more. The
yeah.
humility, right? The to
Dude,
your point, the aggression, the style of fighting, everything. Like, this kid has the making of a bona fide superstar, dude. We
yeah.
gotta play our cards right with Adrian Lee. One, I'm
Yeah.
begging you,
And
play the cards right. He's only 19 years old.
yeah, and just, like, so composed outside of fighting, like, you can tell he thinks about what answers he's giving, he, like, carries himself very well, like, he really is the whole package, because that's who you want someone like that, who's respectable, he respects his opponents, he's, like, you know, has, like, great, like, manners, right? Like, GSP was like that, but then
Mm.
when he gets in the ring, he does this, dude, it's just pure violence. We can show one
Chucky Olives right
posted.
now. Charles
Yeah.
Oliveira too. Don't leave him out. Super respectful man,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Great manners, but then he's just an animal in the cage.
Yeah, and one posted a clip from ringside of this finish. Um, I'm gonna play it right now with audio. So me and Ramiro are gonna mute ourselves because otherwise there's gonna be an echo with how the studio works. But just pay attention to the sound of these punches, and you can hear him starting to scream with each punch that he's landing right up until the finish, and then listen to the scream after Olivier pulls him off because it's fucking primal, dude. All right, let me just make sure this plays. Okay, I'll mute myself. Ramiro, if you want to mute yourself too. Bro,
Hopefully
I don't
that
know if that had audio. Did that
audio
even have
came
audio?
through for everybody, because it wasn't coming through for me. So hopefully it came through for
We just
everybody
play the
else.
whole thing silent.
Yeah. So people that
Oh
are just listening
shit.
and be like, I'm guessing it sounds pretty good.
Here, one
Yeah.
sec.
No
It's
audio for
worth
us,
it.
said Austin.
Okay, one sec. Let's do this again. Round two. Round
All
two.
right.
Something that Adrian did
I'll
not
give the
see in this
thumbs
fight.
up if the audio is coming through this time also.
Okay, okay. Let me mute this real quick.
So good.
Bro, that
That
is
that
brutal,
one
man.
elbow that landed like right above his eye on the forehead, and it
Yeah.
just the thudding sound, the cracking sound. To your point on the last shots, on that ground and pound, where he was just going left, right,
Yes.
left, right, left, right, and he starts going ha ha ha, like
Yeah.
as he's throwing everyone, and then as soon as he pulls him off, he just lets that scream out. Outstanding.
Bro, you know it's bad when this is in the comments.
Yeah, zooming in. Even Adrian Lee said, "Jesus."
Jesus.
It's
Like, hey
like
man,
Will
that's
Ferrell.
you.
He's like, "I blacked out for a second. What happened?"
Yeah, yeah. And also, shout out to the I mean, we say it all the time. The One Championship photography team is absolutely incredible. Look at this picture.
Oh, that's a great picture.
And the next one is even better. Oh my god, dude. And Olivier is a robot, by the way. And I mean that in the best way possible. I love the guy.
Oh,
Like,
man. Good stuff.
yeah, I mean, Adrian's the real deal, man. And you know, when you're 19 years old and everybody's like this guy's the future, right? All this stuff. You got the family,
The
legends in the
pressure, dude.
family, champions in the family, the pressure and all that stuff. But then, he loses that last fight against Ty Rotolo, and it was a dog fight. It was a brutal, it's a brutal fight, man. They took some chunks out of each other, and he came up short. He lost that fight. And I asked him after, okay, yeah, you lost that fight. Also, him and Christian is so sick. But I asked him, okay, you lost that fight, but you do you take any solace at all? Is there can you see the silver lining in a loss like that when the fan reaction is both their stocks went up, he lost that fight, but he still looked great. He showed a lot of stuff. I'm like, do you take any silver lining in that? He's like, no. He's like, so it's like, man,
Champions mentality, dude.
but then you're like, okay, but then what does the bounce back actually look like in the ring? And does he fight more cautious? Does he fight, how's he gonna deal with adversity in the next fight if it comes? And he talked about in the Thai fight where once he dealt with some adversity, he said, I felt like I lost my composure a little bit, and I lost sense of my game a little bit. And then this one, he gets dropped early to a knee, right, the big right hand, and it's like it didn't even happen. There was no you could say okay, he's still ultra aggressive, so some might see that as losing composure, but that's the game plan from the jump. That's the A game is heavy, and he gets dropped, and it literally seemed like it didn't phase him. There was no composure loss. There wasn't oh shit, I got dropped. Am I gonna lose 2 in a row? It didn't look like he questioned anything in there.
Yeah.
So huge bounce back from Adrian, not just to get a first round finish like that, a violent finish, okay, he can TKO people. It's also just the mental game is strong, and
he wanted that one. He
Yeah.
needed that one. And I think we
Mhm.
talked about this before too, right? He needed it, but not necessarily because of his record or anything. Just
Mhm.
him, psychologically, mentally, emotionally, he just needed that one, dude. And he got
Yeah.
it back.
God damn, he
Or
took
did
it.
he ever? Did he ever?
Yeah.
Props to him. Maybe we'll try to get him back on, Will.
Yeah, we'll let him settle and stuff, and
Yeah.
ride the wave of the win and all that stuff. And yeah, it'd be sick to have him back on.
For
He's
sure.
a nice guy.
For sure. All right. Anything else on that one?
No, but it made me a happy camper. I said going into this card, I was like, all I care about is I'd like to see a bounce back from Adrian and a bounce back from Buntan. And if they do, I'm a happy camper.
You're a happy camper, yeah.
Look at me now.
Happiest of campers now.
Yeah.
All right. We also had Lucas Gabriel versus Magomed Akaev.
I don't think we're covering that one.
Oh, we're not? I thought you circled
Yeah.
that one.
I don't think so. But it was a sick fight.
All right, then let's move on to Radzuan versus Fujimoto.
Real quick though, did you see the punch that I was telling you about? I was like, pay attention to the end of the fight. You'll see the coolest strike ever. When he caught the kick and his leg is up and he's hopping on one leg and then he throws an uppercut around the bottom of his leg.
No, I missed
Fucking
that.
awesome.
Hey, props to Gabriel though.
Yes.
He weathered the storm in that first round and ended up getting that W. So, but yeah, the last one we're gonna cover, Radzuan versus Fujimoto.
Yeah, man. Jihin is sick, dude. And this was a big I thought level up in her game in this fight. I thought she did a very good job of striking to enter the clinch and striking to exit the clinch. And we talked about it with Adrian, but those in between moments can be the difference maker in fights. And Fujimoto looking to take her down immediately at every chance. And Jihin just did a great job of just defending, right? Early on, she shoots and they get into that kind of front headlock position. She just blasts her with a couple knees and you're like, ooh. But then she gets to take down anyways, attacks the leg. There was some cool grappling. There was some cool striking this side. What did you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, Fujimoto she was wearing the damage. By the time the third round came around,
Well, that high kick, dude.
Yeah, but I just thought Radzuan did such a good job of just clinching when she needed to clinch. She just played it smart, right?
Yeah.
Pressure when she needed to pressure. But Radzuan just seemed so much more well-rounded, I guess you could say, than
just
Fujimoto.
More complete game.
Yeah. So it was a good performance from Radzuan.
Yeah, and the high, I don't know how she just ate this high kick. And then she took her down right after. Austin said Razuan looked like a fully polished and refined fighter. Finally,
Yes. Thank you.
really cool to see a fighter's game fully come together. Nasty ground and pound in this card. Yeah, cool to see that. Yeah, crazy as a whole. The ground and pound on this card was fucking nuts, man. Because the Hu Yang finish was crazy. This one was fucking brutal. And then Adrian obviously was like a murder. But yeah, look at this. This is look at some of these shots from here. Also, the fight kit,
Ooh,
very
that
sick.
knee, so good. Another one,
Oh,
boom,
dude,
beautiful.
the
That
high
high
kick.
kick. Hey, Fujimoto ate it.
She ate it. She got the takedown right after. And then I think they have the finish on here somewhere too. Probably early. Here it is.
Hey, you can only eat so many of those, though, huh?
Yeah.
Those elbows, dude. The audio one does such a fantastic job with just capturing audio. It almost sounds like they have the mic right next to her head. It was the same thing in this one too. With the elbows, you could really hear them.
Yes. It was nasty, man.
And for anybody wondering, we're not playing the sound right now. Okay.
Yes. We're not making that mistake.
You could really hear them. Yeah. So good.
Oh,
But that was it. Those were all the fights we're gonna cover. I saw a comment earlier. It might have been Austin or Anonymous. I can't remember who it was, but somebody had mentioned no bonuses.
Oh yeah. I was surprised. You know, when Adrian gets a finish like that, and someone in the Lee family doesn't get a bonus, what's going on there? I don't know.
They must be getting it on the side though, huh?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I thought
Get the boy a bonus. He needs that pizza.
I thought Jihin deserved a bonus, and like Anonymous says, looked like she came from a time machine the way she looked and fought around when she debuted. Yeah, her new team did good. I mean,
Tynan had a dominating performance.
Tynan deserved a bonus. I thought Jihin deserved one. Adrian obviously deserved one. Hu Yang I thought deserved one. I mean,
well, I'm sorry you didn't get a bonus, Ben Tynan, but as a reward, we will send you an invite to hop on the podcast to talk.
Yes.
Let everybody know how you feel.
We will make it happen. Jeez Louise. Last time I dropped the ball. But this time we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
All right. What do we
great card though.
Great card, a lot of fun. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, man. I love the pacing of one. There's maybe a couple times where they have to go through and just give some of the
promo stuff.
Yeah, promos. But outside of that, man, I love the pacing. What do we have going on next week?
Yes, next week. What do we got?
Is it UFC Fight Night?
Yeah, we got
your boy Strickland
main event
versus Fluffy. Hey, I'm down to see Fluffy in the main event though.
I was gonna say it's either Sean Strickland main event or Fluffy main event.
Yeah, I'm going with that one.
Yeah, me too.
Fluffy main event.
Jeff Neal versus
Hands of Steel.
Hands of Steel versus Melky. Oh, that's a sick fight. Sergey
50K Ige? Does he have to change his name now? 100K Ige?
100K Ige.
You have to, right?
Yeah. Spivak versus D'Elia is pretty good.
Okay, time out. Ben Tynan?
Yes.
Does he beat Spivak and D'Elia?
I think he definitely beats D'Elia. Spivak.
Close fight?
That's a close fight. I like that fight actually. What else we got? Oh, Carlos Leal versus Chidi and Jaquani. That's fun. Oh, Zach Reese versus Michelle Pereira.
Oh, Zach Reese is always, dude. Hey, first 2 minutes of a Zach Reese fight, bonkers.
Hey, same thing with Michelle Pereira. First 2 minutes.
Oh my God, this is gonna be an insane fight. Hey, if you don't know now, you know. Circle that one. That one, dude. That's gonna be a fun fight.
Yeah, once it gets past minute 3, you could go to the kitchen, grab some food.
Shout out Ode Osborne, man.
Yes. Punahele Soriano's on there. Too. Yeah, pretty good card.
There we go. All right. Well, hey,
14
shout
fights,
out to everybody that joined us. I know, dude. Come on.
Austin says if Fluffy doesn't beat Strickland, I'll cry. Not joking.
Yeah, it's way too many fights, I think, for one card. For me, magic number, give me 9, 10.
Bro, what do we have on this card? I thought this was perfect. Because Black Panther versus Paez got pulled like the day of because Black Panther was sick, but we had 2, 4, 6, 8.
And then one of those, I actually got up to his restroom, got some snacks and stuff, and I want to say that was Andre versus Mendez. Yeah.
Yeah. Brutal.
But yeah, dude, overall perfect amount, I thought.
Yeah, I think that's nice. People be like, no way, dude, give me as many fights as possible. And you're like, hey man, when it's every weekend,
yeah,
and half of them are Contender Series alum, Come on.
Yeah, because at a certain point, even if you're the UFC and it is every weekend and you're doing 14 fights a card, then you are going to have to throw out a Carly Judice versus Juliana Miller.
That's the whole game plan, man.
You know what I
Filler
mean?
people on low contracts, but
All right. But hey, shout out to everybody. Thank you for joining us to talk about One Fight Night 40. It was a really, really good time. There was a lot of us on the chat, so I can't go through and name every single person individually. You know who you are, though, that community, the Story of the Fight community that has come together, Will, and whenever we get together to talk fights, it's always a really, really good time. Special shout out to somebody else, too, though. Our boy, Rich, a casual. Rich, coming back from the Super Bowl. Our producer, Richard Bustos.
I back. Trust me, I back.
Oh, Rich coming in from the back.
Sure. I still look like I just came off the flight, but I wanted to say that I love watching Sean Strickland. I don't know what it is, but I hope he wins, I guess.
Yes.
Rich. I love it. Rich is a fan of, I think, two fighters right now. Volkanovski and Sean Strickland.
And Thug Rose.
Oh, that's right. And Thug Rose.
That's his favorite.
No, it's not my favorite. She sucks.
All right. Well, hey, shout out everybody. Friendly reminder, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're trying to reach 20,000 subscribers. We're steadily climbing. If you don't like watching on YouTube, though, you got other ways to listen, right, Will?
Yeah, if you just want to listen, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcasts, anywhere podcasts are found, but YouTube is where it's at. We're almost to 20,000 subscribers. We're like 17,250 or something like that. So let's get up there. And then, follow us on social media at Story of the Fight on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, storyofthefight.com. We'll list all of them. We just broke 800 followers on Instagram, so that's pretty sick. Shout out to all y'all.
Sorry, I was just reading Evie's messages about their Valentine's Day, her and Blunderbutt, but it's awesome. Shout out Evie.
Nice, dude. Oh, that's great. But yeah, follow us on social media, storyofthefight.com. We'll list all of them. Click follow, and then chat to us about fights.
Absolutely. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for joining us for another week of Story of the Fight.